Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Bappy Hamed and I'm your host. So guys, in this video, we'll be exploring one new Python package called Chainlit. So before starting with our Chainlit discussion, first of all, I just wanted to tell you something like why we should use this Chainlit. And as a data scientist, actually, what are the difficulties actually we face whenever we try to develop any kinds of application, right? So I think you have used something called Streamlit to create your these kinds of web application. Even I have already showed you how we can create end-to-end like these kinds of generative AI projects with the help of Streamlit and all. See, whenever we are using Streamlit, it's a initial interface, right? Initial demo of your application. But nowadays actually this LLM comes and people are creating lots of application on top of these kinds of LLMs. And also, like, there are lots of application, there are lots of product in the market right now, like ChatGPT is there, Google Bard is there, right? Then Microsoft Bing Chat is also there. So if you have seen these kinds of product, these kinds of application, so you will see like this application has like very beautiful user interface, right? So whenever, let's say, I'm creating any kinds of conversational agents, okay, let's say I'm creating any kind of chatbot, so we should have one like very beautiful user interface. Otherwise user might not get interest, okay, with your application. So that is the main thing actually. And Chainlit provides actually this kinds of beautiful user interface whenever you are trying to create any kinds of conversational agents and all. So we can use this Chainlit to build this kinds of LLM app super fast. Okay, I will tell you like why it is super fast, because you will see using very short line of code will be creating this kinds of application very easily, right? But if you're using Streamlit, I think you saw we need to write some more code there. Okay, but if you're using Chainlit, so like more code doesn't required here. So only using some line of code actually will be able to complete our entire projects. Okay, so this is a like very amazing package I was exploring, and I thought let's also show you this one. So that actually whenever you are learning these kinds of large language model, generative AI, so at the end you need to build some application, right? So you can use this kinds of Chainlit package with your application. And there is another reason actually you should use this Chainlit, you should explore this Chainlit. Let's say you are building some projects for your client, so you need to submit that projects to your client. So you need to submit some good you can say output from your side, otherwise your client might not get interest. So at that time, if you're using this kinds of Chainlit interface, okay, Chainlit package to create your apps and all, so it would be very much realistic and it would be very much amazing to your client whenever they will look into your application. So that is why actually whenever you are trying to build something, you have implemented any kinds of POC and all, so at that time just try to use this kinds of Chainlit package to create your apps, so that actually you can submit some good application to your client, okay, and they will be very much happy with you, right, with your work. So guys, this is the video agenda. So first of all, I will take you through the Chainlit documentation. Then I will show you like how we can use this Chainlit, and we'll be building one basic chatbot here. So I'm going to implement one food delivery chatbot. So basically it will asks for the order, okay, it will suggest you the food, then it will ask for the location, and it will take your order and all. So this kinds of chatbot actually will be implementing. I think you have seen like Zomato, right? So we'll be building some something like Zomato. You can build anything, but this is the project actually I prepared for you, so that actually you can learn something, right? So I just wanted to make you this thing as realistic, so that whenever you are building your own projects, okay, you will get interest. So yes guys, this is all about. Now let's start with our Chainlit discussion. So guys, as you can see, this is the Chainlit documentation, and Chainlit is nothing but Chainlit is an open source Python package that makes incredibly fast to build ChatGPT like application with your own business logic and data. As you can see, if I open ChatGPT, so here you will see it has one beautiful user interface. Okay, that's why user are more interested to use this kinds of ChatGPT kinds of application. Now let's see, if you give any kinds of message, so it will take your message, even it will reply like that. Okay, so we'll be building something like that, so it would be like ChatGPT like interface, right? Then if you see here, it has also official tutorial, so you can also visit the tutorial they have given. So from there actually you can also learn. But I will make this video very simple, so that actually you can understand each and everything. Like you don't need to go through even the documentation. I will discuss everything, whatever things actually you need to explore, okay? And apart from that, anything is left and anything you want to explore from your side, you can visit the documentation and learn, okay? Yes guys, this is the documentation, as you can see, and it has also integration with this kinds of LangChain, then AutoGen, LLamaIndex. Okay, you can either use OpenAI, either use LangChain, either use LLamaIndex, anything you can use. Okay, all the things has been integrated with that. So in this video, actually, I'm going to use OpenAI API. That means I'm going to use GPT 3.5 Turbo model to create this application, because I just want to show you quickly. That's why I will be using this OpenAI model, because there actually I will get one API key and everything would be done for me, right? But you can also use open source large language model. I think I already taken some of the session, like how we can use Google Palm to Llama, then we have Llama 2, then we have Falcon, we have Mistral 7B, anything you can use here. You can also integrate a LangChain with that. I have already showed you like lots of things with the help of LangChain and all, so you can explore this thing, right? So yes guys, this is the documentation. Now here they have already given some starter code, like how we can start with this Chainlit and all. So I'll show you like how we can launch this Chainlit app and all. Okay, but before that, what I need to do, I'll be creating one GitHub repository. So here's my GitHub. So let me create one GitHub repository. I'll name it as LLM app with Chainlit. You can give any kinds of name. So let's keep it as public. I'll add readme file. Then git ignore wise, I'll be using Python, and license, you can take any kinds of license. So let's take MIT license. Then I will be creating my repository. Now let's clone this repository in my local machine. So I'll copy this link address and I will open my local machine, and here I'll open my terminal and just write git clone and paste this link and clone it. Okay, now I'll redirect to this folder, LLM apps with Chainlit. Now I am inside this folder. Now here I will launch my VS Code. So you can use any kinds of code editor. It's completely fine. So I already opened my VS Code. Now here I'll be creating some of the like folders and file. Then we'll be doing the environment setup, because I need to install some of the libraries. Like let's say Chainlit, I need to install. Then I need to also install OpenAI and all. Okay, so let's do it and see like how we can use this kind of Chainlit. So here I'm going to create one folder called src. And then inside src I'm going to create one file called underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py. I think you already know why this constructor is needed, because I'm going to consider this src as my local package, because here I'm going to writing some of the Python file, and from that file I'll be importing some of the function and all. Okay, that's why I need to create it. I think I showed you in my end-to-end process, okay, what is the use of this. Then inside that actually I'm going to create two more file. One file I will keep my LLM model, and another file I will keep my system related configuration, or you can also talk about this prompt. Okay, you can also tell it as prompt. So prompt dot py. Yeah. Now outside I will create another file called app.py. App.py. Then I also need something called requirement.txt. So requirements.txt. Then I also need something called setup.py, because of this local package installation. Yeah, so this thing is required. Now let me just write down all the requirements actually I'm going to use. So the first requirement, actually I need something called Chainlit. So Chainlit. So this is the package you need to install. Then I need something called OpenAI. Then I need something called python.env. I think you know why we need this .env, because I'll be keeping my like OpenAI credential inside this .env file, and using this python.env I will read that. Yeah, then I also need something called -e space dot, because of this setup.py. Now let me create that file also, .env. So here I'm going to paste my OpenAI API key. So I already created this API key. So you can also create your own API key. Okay, don't use my one. I will just remove it after this recording. Then I need to install, these are the requirements. So for this I need to create one virtual environment. So I'll open my terminal, and here I'll just write conda create -n. Let's name it as chain, or I can give yeah, chainlit demo. This is the environment name, and Python version wise I'll be using Python 3.9 and hyphen y. Now let's activate my environment. Hmm. Now I'll be installing the requirements. So just write pip install hyphen r requirement.txt. Okay, it's giving error because we haven't added like setup.py code here. That is why it's throwing error. So I think you remember. So this code actually we usually add inside our setup.py. So this code is responsible to find this constructor file, and it will set up that folder as my local package. Okay, and here you can check the project name, version, author name, email address, and anything, right? Now let me install them. So now I'll again execute my requirement.txt. So it may take some time. Let's wait. I'll come back when it is done. So guys, as you can see, my installation is done now. Yeah, so everything is done. Now let me select the environment I created here. So it was Chainlit demo. Yeah, that's it. Now, first of all, let's test it whether everything is fine or not. So I'll close these are the file first of all. Yeah. So I'll visit this documentation again, this Chainlit documentation, and if you click on in pure Python, so they have given one like code here. So let me just copy. So this code actually, this is the echo bot. Like if you send anything, so it will respond the same message, okay, as echo. So it's just for the testing purpose, like whether we are able to launch our Chainlit app or not, and it is working fine or not. Okay. So first of all, let me uh, check it, everything is fine or not. Then I'll add my logic. I'll add my chatbot logic here. And here if you see, this code will remain same, and here you just need to write your logic. Okay, here we'll be writing our custom logic, and this code will remain same. Okay, and this is the echo bot currently. Now here what I need to do, I'll open my terminal, and if you visit the documentation, so they're telling first of all you need to write one command called chainlit init. Okay, first of all you need to initialize the chainlit here. So it will create one folder here called .chainlit, and inside that it will contain all the configuration. See, it has created this chainlit. Inside that it has created another toml file. This is the configuration file, and it has all the configuration. Okay, so here is the configuration. So you can change this GitHub URL and all. Okay, you can also change the project name here. So here is the project name, you can also change it. So these kinds of configuration you can change. So I'll just keep it as default, no issue with that. Then I'll again open my terminal. Again I will run one command called chainlit run app.py. Okay, now if I execute this command, so you will see it will launch one server for me, and this it is running on localhost port number 8000. So I'll give allow access, and this is the default user interface. Okay, so why this message is coming here, welcome to Chainlit and all. So if you see here, it has created one md file here automatically. It has created one .md file, like markdown file, and these are the content actually it has automatically generated. Okay, now let's see if I change anything here. So let's say I will change welcome to uh, my bot. Okay, if I change anything here, now if I go to my app and refresh, see it has changed. That means if you want to, let's say, print any kinds of message, okay, whenever user will launch your application, okay, so you can customize here. So I already created this md file. I already made some customization there because I told you I'm going to implement something called this one Zomato bot. Okay, so for this actually I created some of the content related Zomato, and again I generated these are the content with the help of ChatGPT. Okay, so let me show you like what are things I have done. So here I'll just copy paste. See, this is the content I prepared. Hello, welcome to Zomato bot, and here I'm just showing some of the item like we have pizzas, then pasta, noodles, then Asian cuisines. Okay, So these are the thing actually I have generated with the help of ChatGPT. So here you can give anything, any message, whatever you feel good, you can give it here, and whatever application you are building with respect to that, just add the content here. Now if I go back to my application and refresh it, see guys, now it has changed to this content. Okay, now let's see if I give any kinds of message here, hi, so it will give me the same response like hi. Okay, now if I open my chat gpt, and if you just compare with the chat gpt, okay, now see it's looking like chat gpt only, right? So that's why they're telling Chainlit is nothing but it's a like a open source Python package, and with the help of that you can create ChatGPT like interface. Okay, ChatGPT like application. So I love this Chainlit a lot because see, only using this line of code, okay, only using this line of code, like this only using just one function, we are able to launch this kinds of user interface. Now let's see if you're building any kinds of product for your client, so if you submit like that, so they will be pretty much impressed by your work. Okay, so that is why actually we should always use some good user interface whenever we are delivering our application, right? Now here you can give any message like I am Bappy, so it will give you the same response. Okay, because we have created the echo bot. How it is working, so let me show you. So they have created one function, and this is the decorator they are using, this Chainlit decorator. So this decorator is handling everything, and again they are using async and await, because async and await is helping us to read this message, okay, real time. So it is always sensing our input, and whenever we are giving something, it is receiving, and it is also sending the message to the front end, right? So this is the like code, simple code. Now here we'll be writing our custom logic. So basically we'll be building one Zomato bot with the help of this large language model. I'll be using like OpenAI GPT 3.5 turbo, and here we'll be chatting with our bot, okay, with the help of this Chainlit. And here if you see, your app name is chatbot currently, so you can also change this name. So I told you there is a configuration it has generated. Now if you go below, so here is the option to change the name. So by default it is chatbot, so you can also give something called chatbot for zomato zomato Okay, now if I refresh and again refresh here, uh, I need to, I think, stop the execution. So I'll open my code. Now guys, see, this name has been changed, chatbot for Zomato. Okay, now I can close the previous one, and again it's the EcoBot. Now guys, let's add our custom logic. So for this, first of all, I will prepare my LLM, that means large language model. So this is the file. So here, first of all, I'm going to import OpenAI. So I think you know OpenAI has been updated. Now it is latest version. So they have upgraded lots of things. And if you visit that documentation currently, so if I go to this OpenAI, openai.com, and if I log in, so this is the documentation. Now let's go to any kinds of task, and let's see how we need to import. See, this is the import, and we need to initialize this client object. Okay, but initially we just need to install import OpenAI. Okay, that's how we can do it. But now actually you need to import like that, from OpenAI import OpenAI. Okay, so this is the updated version of OpenAI, and if you see here, we need to upgrade it also. Okay, if you are using previous one, so you need to upgrade also. Okay, so this is the requirement you always need to follow. You always need to upgrade with the documentation, otherwise you might get some issue. Okay, so let's import OpenAI. So from OpenAI import OpenAI. Okay, so I need to make one client object here, client OpenAI. Then here I will be initializing one function. I'll create one function, so I'll name this function as ask order. Okay, ask order. So this function will this is going to be like main function. So basically this function will give me the response whatever question actually user will ask. So it will take the message. First of all, it will take the message, then it will also take the model. So model wise I'll be using something called GPT 3.5 turbo, 3.5 3.5 turbo. So this is the model I'm going to use. You can use any kinds of model. You can use GPT-4, anything you can use here. I'll be using this model because this model charge would be a little bit less for me, so that's why. Then I will also take this temperature value. What is temperature? I think you know in LLM. Temperature is like how much randomness you want from your model. Okay, if you're giving it to 0, so that means it won't be giving any randomness. It won't be like more creative. It will give you auto, like always stick output. But if you're setting it to close to 1, that means you're telling your model to take risk, and it will also generate some random output. Okay, so that's why this temperature parameter is important also. Now this is my function. Now here they have already given like how to initialize this one. If you see here, so we need to use something called client.chat completion.create. So let me copy this line. I'll copy this line. Then I will open my code, and here I will add it. Now inside that, I think you saw first of all it will take the model is equal to model. Then it will also take something called masses. Okay, masses. So what is masses here? So let me show you. See, masses is nothing but it's kinds of prompt actually you are giving. Basically you are giving some like zero shot or few shot prompt here, like you are telling this is the role. Okay, role means system means like you are the role. Okay, like you as a chatbot, this is your role system, and this is the content. So you are a helpful assistant. Okay, basically it is I'm telling to my bot you are a helpful assistant. And whenever user is giving some content, okay, let's say this is the content user has given, so you also need to reply as an assistant. Okay, as you can see, this should be your answer. So that means we are giving some prompt here. Okay, we are just giving some zero shot or few shot prompt here to my LLM, so that my LLM can understand what kinds of job actually I want to perform. Okay, so I think you already learned this prompt engineering and all. Okay, so this is very much important here. So let's also define this one. So I already prepared one prompt here, so let me show you. So you can also create your custom prompt. There is no issue with that. So in this prompt.py, I'll paste it out. So this is going to be like very creative. The more good prompt you actually will give to your LLM, the more good results actually will get. Okay, so this is the prompt actually I've developed. So system instruction, as you can see, you are a Zomato bot and automated service to collect other orders from online restaurant. Okay, if you see here, so many like content I have written here. Like, so here I'm just trying to making my bot understand like what it is going to do exactly. And these are the actually item I also like pasted here. So if anyone is asking like for the menu, so it should return something, right? So these are the actually prompt I have developed from my side. Okay, so this prompt actually I'm going to use. Now I think you remember you need to create one format. As you can see, role as system assistant. So that's kinds of format actually you need. So for this actually I already prepared. So this is going to be the format. As you can see, message, role, system, content, and system instruction I need to import from my prompt. So here I'll just write from src dot I have LLMs. Oh no, sorry, src dot prompt. Then I need to import something called system instruction. Okay, so here is my system instruction. I'm importing this one. Now here I'm just telling role, system, and content. Okay, so here I'm giving the prompt to my LLM. As you can see, now this message actually I will give it here. Okay, yes. Now I also need to set the temperature. So temperature is equal to temperature. Okay, now this will also return something. As you can see, if you go below, so this is the response format. It will give you this kinds of format as a response. It's a JSON format response. So from here actually I will need to collect this content. Okay, if you see here, I need to collect this content. Okay, content is the response. Okay, actual response, and these are some parameter it will also give you. So if you want to like extract the content, so you can copy this. Either you can also copy this one. You can also copy this one. Okay, this one also you can copy. So let me copy this one, and I'll open my bot again, and here I'll just write return response.choice message.content. I only need the content. Okay, so this is my function I have developed. So it should be messages instead of messages. Yeah, now it's fine. So now I will write my final logic. So I'll open my app.py. So here first of all I need to import my this function ask order. So let me import. So from src dot llm import uh, ask order. Then I also need to import something called messages. Okay, because here if you see we have also created this messages. I also need this one here. Let me save it. Hmm. Then if I show you now here, if you see here, whenever I was discussing this thing, so you need to prepare this message. Okay, we have created for the system. Okay, system, that means we have given the prompt. Now I also need to create for the user. Okay, like whatever input user will give. Okay, so for this, in this list actually, if I show you, we have a message. Okay, this is the list actually, and inside that we have a dictionary. So I need to add some more, like you can say I mean message, as you can see, one by one. So this is for the system. Then I also need to add for the user as well. Okay, so I need to just append it. So for this, what I need to do, so I'll open my app.py, and here you can append like that. So I'll just write message.append, and here I'm just initializing my user right now, role. This is user, and this is the content. What is the content user will give? The message. Okay, the message actually will send. Okay, the message actually will send from here. So this is going to be the content. So it will store here. Okay, it will store it here. That means in this list, because we are doing the append operation, right? So once it is done, I also need to give this message. Okay, I also need to give this message to my bot. So I'll just write ask order. Inside that it will take the messages. Okay, then it will also give me something called response. It will give it will give me something called response. Okay, now if you see here, I also need to uh, provide the response here. If I show you, I also need to give the assistant response as well. Okay, as you can see, assistant response as well. So again I will append. So I, whenever I will receive the response, okay, I will extract the content. So as an assistant, actually it will give me some response. So this response actually I am appending, because if I show you here, this response should be my content. Okay, as you can see, it is returning the content, and that content actually I am storing. Now once it is done, now I also need to send the response to my this Chainlit user interface, right? So to do it, actually, if you see, by default it is sending the like echo command only. The message user is giving the same message actually it is sending. So instead of that, actually I just need to send my response. Okay, this is the response actually I need to send to my uh, front end. Done. Yes, so this is the logic only. So this is a like very easy code we have written. Now here you can also integrate your open source LLM. You can use PAM2, you can use Llama. Okay, you can also use Falcon, anything you can use. I think I already showed you how to use them. And you can also integrate LangChain with that. Okay, so if you're using open source LLM, so you can also use LangChain. Okay, with the help of LangChain you can also do it. And the same thing you can do the return here. Okay, as a response. Now let's test it whether it's working or not. So I'll go back to my Chainlit. Then I will refresh. Yeah, now let's say if I give any message, let's say hi. So it is received hi, because I need to, I think, restart it. So I'll uh, open my terminal, and I will close the execution. If you press Ctrl C, it will close. Now let's restart again. So I have restarted. Now here is my new one. Now let's see if I give any message hi. See, it's giving hello, welcome to Zomato, how I can assist you. So here I can give my name is Bappy, uh, and I am looking for I'm looking for something. I'm looking something for dinner. I'm looking something for dinner. Okay, now it is telling, hi Bappy, I'm here to help you find something delicious for dinner. What type of cuisines you are in mood for? We have options like pizza, pasta, then Asian cuisines, then beverages and Indian cuisines. Let me know your preferred. So I'll tell I will go for Indian food. Okay, now see, it is giving great choice, Bappy. Indian cuisine is always a treat, and here is some option for the Indian menu. Now it is telling butter chicken we have with naan, and even it is also giving the cost because we have added the prompt here. I think you remember. Then tikka masala rice, then palak paneer, then chana masala, vegetable biryani, samosa, lachi. So I'll give. I need this one, chicken tikka masala with rice. Okay, so I'll just write add chicken tikka masala rice in the cart. Yeah. So I have added chicken tikka masala in the cart. Is there anything else would you like to order, or this is all for you? Uh, no, it's fine. Okay, all right. Here is the summary of your order. So chicken tikka masala. Now, if you see, this is the price. Now it is telling, is that correct? And would you like to pick up your order or have it delivered? So I'll tell have it delivered. Delivered. Great. We have will deliver your order to you. Could you please provide me your delivery address? So I'll give some address here. So I'll tell my address. My address is this is my address. Let's give this address. Okay. So thanks for providing your address, Bappy. Your order will be delivered to 17th floor, Brigade Signature Tower. The total amount for your order $10.99. How would you like to make the payment? We accept cash on delivery or online payment. I'll go for cash on delivery. Cash on delivery. Perfect. You can pay in cash when the delivery. Thank for the placing your order. Bappy, your chicken tikka masala with rice will be delivered shortly. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Enjoy your meal. Uh, Great. Thank you. Okay. See guys, we have implemented one amazing food delivery bot with the help of this Chainlit, and now see the interface, guys. It's like very professional, very amazing, right? Very amazing. Now, if you deliver this project to someone else, they will be going mad, right? Like whatever things actually you have developed, right? Now, what I will do quickly, what I will do, I will just quickly commit the changes to my GitHub so that else you can get the code. So I'll just write completed commit. Done. Now, if I go back to my GitHub and refresh, yeah, so you have committed. So yes guys, this was the demo of the Chainlit. I think you enjoyed this package a lot, and even I'm also enjoying this package a lot. Okay, I'm just trying to use this Chainlit package to build my LLM apps and all. And see guys, like by using some like very less line of code, actually we are able to build this kinds of awesome application, and it's like very fast, right? So yes guys, this is all about from my side. I hope you like this particular video. If you have liked this particular video, try to share this video with your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.